Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Ballistics, and we've got a wonderful match for you tonight here in Club Conflict Season 25 Open Division Playoffs. We have a quarterfinals match between fourth seed Rengar Fan Club, who's 7-1, and the fifth seed DankerMemerson, who's 5-1. And I'm also joined by my good friends Matt, Zahan S. Thornton, and Randy Mylk Paszek. Gentlemen, how are you? How are you doing?
Hey,
how's it going, Ballistics?
Doing great, doing great. Glad you guys could be here with us. We got a great match for you. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to be jumping right into it here any moment, and hopefully we can catch this. Hopefully we can catch the what do you call it?
No.
Hopefully we can catch the veto. I just have to jump into the Go TV, and we will be joining that momentarily. Let me get that information here for the Go TV, and we will be joining that. So yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Logitech Gaming, for providing the wonderful prizes that we have here for the league. And let's join this. I'm joining the Go TV now. So we're going to look at the bracket here real quick. This is the bracket for Season 25 playoffs. You can see that Yenny Cherry has advanced. They're waiting the winner of this match, Rengar Fan Club versus DankerMemerson. Also, Nero Esports advanced. Fruity Gamers was a no-show. And Pride advanced as well. So Nero versus Pride this Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. The winner of this match is to schedule it for this coming Saturday night at 9 p.m. I believe. At least that's what I heard from Yenny Cherry. That's what they would like to see happen. I think it would work well for our stream schedule. So let me go ahead and fix this audio. I got the audio turned up just a little high here.
The veto is commencing right now.
Okay.
And it looks like we're going to train first.
Okay, so we did miss the veto, but train is coming up. I might be able to look at the, let's see here. Trying to look at the chat and see if I can see the vetoes.
And I believe this is Rengar's choice, so we'll see if DankerMemerson takes the CT side here. You said Rengar was the fourth seed, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep, they are 7-1. Train is going to be, it's going to be great. I love Train. I think it doesn't get played enough in playoff situations. I love it, and it's one of those maps that will expose your team. If you're a casual team, Train will expose that.
Yeah, Train is very teamwork oriented. I mean, on both sides, you need a lot of teamwork to stop hard aggression from T side, and you need good teamwork to stop good counterplay from the CT side. Especially on this A side here, it's really strong for whatever side wants to just take command. I mean, if the T side wants to just run out a T-con every round and the CT side lets them, it's a dangerous game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it just depends on which side. Like the T's can really start taking momentum, or the CTs can shut it down. It's really up to the teams that are playing. So it depends on how they play and what their play style is. I do know that it's difficult to stop a team if they know how to make entries and get their flashes and smokes in. It's tough to defend. So you just got to do your best as CTs. But I do know that once the op gets picked up, it could change the whole ball game, and that could be a long road to hoe for the T's if the CTs get their ops.
Yeah, I think this is very much like a utility-based map. I think at the T side, it comes down to, do you know your angles? Do you know your lineups? Do you know your smokes? Right? And then can you bait utility from the CTs? Can you fake an inner rush to bait some smokes and some mollies? Come back, watch for pushes, cover your angles, and then re-hit that inner sight where the utility has now been used.
Yeah, a lot of your players to watch are going to be your T side entry fraggers and your CT oppers, because they're really what decide Train. If your entries are getting good kills, I mean, the T side can run away with it, and the opper could shut that down in an instant.
I think you want to see too what the CTs do to prevent that quick pick out of kind of I guess the T middle, I guess we'd call it. out that main entrance point, what are the CTs doing to stop the op, to stop the rush? Are they covering the angles, the Olaf angle and all that all of the time, some of the time? And does it bite them in the rear end if they decide not to check it?
Well, only time will tell, and we're coming up on that time soon. As everybody readies up, looks like we're waiting on Awful, the last guy to ready up. And there he is. So the way this works is the team that's selected the map, their opponent gets to pick which side they want to start. Since Rengar Fan Club was home team, I assume this is their pick. And that DankerMemerson chose to start out at CT.
All right, so we got a kid on Dumpling, a couple flashes and a nade on Memer's life. And the rest of the guys with armor on the DankerMemerson side, and the Rengar Fan Club armor on 4 of them. Barlu's got 2 flashes and a smoke, and it looks like they're heading into Whitehall's above ladder. Looks like this may be some type of information play or just a walk play over here at Box Hall.
Stub is jiggling for information. Oh, he doesn't see the first 2. He peeks the 1 and falls back, calling to his team that they're coming B now. Slight rotate.
No rotate yet on the CT side. Now Memer's life is coming through Z.
That smoke is coming in. It is going to go towards Z. There are 2 players towards ladder though. This doesn't look like a B commit.
Bomb is on top of ladder. It looks like they're trying to split. It looks like they are pushing Z.
First kill going the way of Stub, traded out. However, all the CTs have rotated over to B, but Farza and his teammate Beanin have pulled out on the A side here, getting the bomb down. They are the last 2 left as Critical picked up a frag on a Barlu, but the CTs still don't know. They're still trying to retake B.
Safe plant for Beanin. Looks like Farza's on the right side of site. Beanin goes back to E-box, and it looks like all the CTs are coming through CT spawn. Looks like they're going to take this from behind. Use those USPs in the range advantage they have with those.
Farza coming into contact first. Will whiff on the first one, taken it by Critical, leaving Beanin alone. They do have a kid on the CT side, so he's got a lot to do. Oh, and he's quickly dispatched by Massvets for the first round to go to DankerMemerson.
Yeah, and they threw the smoke down there too, just in case they didn't get that kill. But that's a good retake. Would have liked to have seen more. It feels like the Rengar there, they isolated themselves almost too much. Just taking different angles, weren't able to help each other. Right, so Beanin was not able to help when all 4 came through that CT spawn area.
Yeah, and maybe 3B was too many. You'd want to have 2 people fake and 3 go to the bomb side as well, just in case you get to that scenario where you're in a 4-on-2. And then, like you said, you really want to stick together for that. But that being said, they are going to elect to buy in some pistols and a flash. Not a whole lot invested in this round because they did get the bomb plant down, so they can get a full buyout next round.
Yeah, you got to think this is going to be an inner hit, just a flash over top, try to get down, maybe kill Stuve, and then Memer's life, who's jumping up to watch top of inner there.
That's Massvets. He doesn't want to be called Memer's life.
Sorry.
Massvets 2 or 3.
Late flash. Ringarito down low ramp, and he's got 5 to deal with here. He's got a P250 and P250 alone.
Spotted out on Molly. This is going to be the end for Rengar.
Nice. So DankerMemerson's up 2-0.
Yeah, DankerMemerson up 2-0, but Rengar got that bomb down first round, and so you can see now they're coming in with a full buy. Rifle up, lots of utility, plenty of armor. And it looks like on the CT side, they're not upgrading, they're keeping their guns. So there's a couple SMGs, a couple FAMASas, and an M4.
3 pushing Z, several heading towards Ivy.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be just a standard default.
Awful here, playing for a little bit of information on the ladder room area. They are playing 4 towards A, so very heavy A play out of the CTC. Oh, Dumpling with the first frag on Beanin. Farza trying to refrag it, but gets smoked off. Nothing to do. Nade comes in, do a little bit of damage to him.
Massvat's pushing towards T mid here as well. Smoke it, and he'll take control over T mid. You still have bomb over at Dumpster outside of T mid. Dumpling with another shot through smoke this time on Farza over at Ivy.
Dwarf dropping into the Molotov, but does get the frag onto Awful. as he continues to push up. A lot of aggression coming out here. Rengar is going to toss a Molotov over. Hopefully to help his teammates in ladder. Picking the bomb up in a 3-on-4 situation. With 2 towards the ladder, it's just very hard for them to get out.
Baru's trying to take box all. Critical's rotated to Z. Stuve's still up top over on B site. He should be able to peek and see Barlow here. He does, and he gets the kill. Masvat's pushed into team mid with he hears Rangarito above him. Dwarf Zera back on top of ladder. Bomb looks like it's heading towards B. 3 CTs down in B. Stuff still up top. Critical and Dumpling down low.
Stuve holding this aggressive angle with the UMP, getting up close. He hears them coming. We'll get the first pick and the second. Nice cleanup for him.
That ump hits hard.
The AK.
Yeah, that's good. That's good ump work. And he picks up the AK, like you said.
Not enough utility usage out of the T side there. Maybe like a pop flash or something. They know Steve's been playing very aggressive, and he just gets those 2 UMP kills and grabs an AK for his team. That's plenty of money going in the next round.
I mean, really, you gotta call that round for Dumpling. He gets those 2 kills on Ivy, which means that A split isn't happening, and it kind of forces the hand of Rengar
4
towards
of them
center.
out T-con on the A side.
This should be a fairly straightforward round.
They did manage to pick up 2 kills, which is not bad for the fact that they only invested into 4 deagles. Not bad. But that aggression did work a little bit. They got a little bit of the site taken, but they were just quickly dispatched by the fact that they only had deagles. So
Here's our first op on Rangarito for Rengar Fan Club.
maybe a quick A play with some more nades and AKs, and that could be a round in the way of Rengar. I don't know. That was...
Looks like Rengar's going White Halls. He's gonna stay with bomb, just checking for a peek on upper, with which we know Stuve likes to do. But Stuve's playing down, low side of B site. Smoke into ladder, standard there. Dumpling jiggle peeking over at Ivy, and it looks like DankerMemerson taking team mid control. Critical and Awful have pushed in. That's good work there. They got Awful in. He'll stay. Critical will fall back. Meanwhile, the 5 Rengar Fan Club players are looking like this is going to be a B hit. Looks like they're setting up for some nades.
Smoke's coming in. The Molotov comes down out of Stuve, and he's flashed, so he doesn't get that first kill, while allowing Dwarf to take down Masvets. Oh, Dwarfs with 2. Taking control of that site. Now it's clear for them to get the bomb plant down. We got
Dwarf
2.
pushing, kind of holding the angle. No, he'll fall back now. Maybe you could have got Dumpling there if he stayed, but...
Critical to challenge the up on Rengar here, and he gets quickly dispatched. His teammate trying to get the trade. Dwarf spotting out Dumpling, getting his 3rd kill of the round. Leaving Awful alone with the AK to try to get something done. At this point,
save here.
Yeah, I think his best hope is to get a kill or 2 just to try to keep the T's a little bit on their toes. Banana might give him just that as he slowly creeps in. Peek coming in. Oh, and he's quickly dispatched. A great round from the T side on Rengar. Nobody lost. Dwarf with a huge 3K. Beautifully played. Giving them their first round.
Yeah, that's really good, and that's gonna, Awful and Critical were low on money, so that's gonna dump a lot of the money that Stu had saved up. That's gonna dump a lot of that into Awful and Critical on the CT side. So actually, it looks like Awful's just keeping a deagle. Stu could have dropped him. It's so strange that didn't happen.
First pick going the way of Rengar as he jumps in and takes out Masvets in the T-con area, or I'm sorry, connector. Falling back to pop a smoke on the A site. A little bit of reset. They got the first pick, but they're not over-aggressing it. This is good. Dumpling will spot 2 over towards the Ivy side. Just tosses the smoke down. Just all down. But the T's are continuing to default, hoping that the CTs make another mistake, trying to avenge the kill on the Masvets.
Looking at what's going on here, Masvets was the guy that he would stack A at the beginning of the round and then fall back to Stu